Hi, I'm Sissy Sullivan.
I'm Tracy Turner, and we're with Sullivan Turner team at Maybom Real Estate, and we are here today to welcome you to our Live or Later, which will be later.
It's later today. It's actually Wednesday afternoon here in Aiken, and we're filming in advance because we're expecting some more inclement weather, and we just wanted to be sure to show you beautiful Pleasant Acres, which is a really fine equestrian property about 15 minutes from downtown, and it offers a lot in terms of the beautiful custom home, the stable, barn, the run-in sheds, and dressage arena, and it has a pond. And
it does offer quite a bit.
And a lot of green technology for a green energy enthusiast. It actually has geothermal.
So we are currently standing at the entrance of this 41.5 acre parcel. And what you see behind the gated entrance are some of the pastures and a nice view of the ring in the back. And then to the right, you have tucked the barn and the house behind. But it's what's really amazing about this property, and I think we mentioned this the other day, was it is in the heart, this open area is in the heart of that 41 acres. So of what is cleared is about 17 to 18 acres, more or less.
Yeah, and it's so peaceful and tranquil, and we have a little breeze today, which is nice, but in the summer, you would really welcome the breeze.
Yep. So our next, we'll head over to the ring shortly and show you that.
Yeah, let's go to the Dressage Arena.
So we are situated here at the arena, which is approximately 100 by 220. So it's ideal to set up your dressage arena in and then actually have working space around the arena. And then to our left, this is a nice 7 to 8 acre parcel of pine forest. And it could be future income producing timber for the property, but it also is acting as a nice buffer right now. And then behind us is also a nice tree buffer around the property. And then off to your right are some of these amazing pastures that sit up on the knoll and kind of overlook that pretty horizon of timber there.
Hi, I have a visitor who's joined me. He wants to show off he wants to show off his pasture, which is one of 6 beautiful fenced pastures. Each has a really large covered shelter, and they also all have water running to them and waterers that do not require electricity to run. I can't imagine that these horses are not the happiest fellows in town. Before we go to the barn, I thought it would be great for Becky to just give us a 360 panoramic view of the pasture and the run-ins as we approach the stable.
And just note that everywhere you look, you don't see your neighbors. It's a very private setting here.
Yes, great for the mind.
Looking at now a few of the pastures and coming up to the barn, and behind these 4 stalls you have these 4 runouts, and then these are actually your auto waters. So they're non-electric, they're thermal, so they go deep into the ground and they don't require the electricity, which I think is phenomenal. But you also have water running into the barn on the stall side as well.
And we also noted when we were walking over to the barn that the electric fencing is solar powered. So again, if there is some kind of issue with a storm, your fencing is going to stay strong and intact.
And what's really interesting about that type of fencing and how it differentiates between those that are electric fencing is you don't have that sound. So the horses really don't know if it's on or if it's off. And our seller has found that her horses very much respect the fencing. It's low maintenance, and she loves it. So it's something that I think is interesting for us in this region, but I think very much well respected. And I think once you get to use it, you'll see how much you love it. We are in the barn. It is a Barnmaster barn. Currently it's set up with 8 stalls, which really can be 10 stalls. And you have, to your left, there is a tack room there for, of course, your saddles, bridles, and halters. And then to your right, behind Sissy,
these are the 4 stalls we just saw on the outside. And you know, one of the things I noted when I first visited this property is how wide the aisle is, but also what's really cool about a Barnmaster barn is that you can move the walls between the stalls so easily. You can take 2 stalls and make them a full-length stall. It's really a very smart design that you can customize to your needs at any given time.
And today is a partly cloudy day, I would say. And another interesting fact is there are no lights on in the barn, and it's very well lit and airy and just lots of really great natural light here.
So we'll walk to the other side. On this side of the barn, closest to the house, there is a really large storage room for all your implements and extra equipment you may need. And then over here to my left is a feed room, and then we have a wash stall. And then here's where you could add a 9th and 10th stall to the left of the wash stall.
And just some interesting features about these stalls. You do have the cross ties all around that you can use for grooming. But for instance, here you have the pull out, so you don't have to go in the stall to feed. And then as you come in the stall, I wanted to show you this, which is really kind of neat. These panels, there's actually a slide here where you can pull these towards you, and these panels can slide forward. And so it makes for a nice folding stall, utilizing the stall behind. And another neat feature is you've got your hay racks here. So as the horses are munching the hay and it falls from the rack, it will fall into your feed bin. And then you also have your fan, your racks for your fan. So everything's all set up and very efficient. So now we're actually standing inside a 3-sided shed, which is great hay storage. I believe she had mentioned that you could store over 200 bales, and just in the back half of this storage area. So you really could use this space here for hay storage and have a lot more hay, which is, everyone needs storage. We are here in front of the house at 64 Flag Lane. And one of the pleasures I think that has been phenomenal walking through the property is the great infrastructure that is here. You do have a wonderful infrastructure road that comes in for vehicles and your truck and trailer for turnaround. There's also underground electric, and there's 2 wells on the property. So one for the barn and one for the residents. And they are connected, so if one does happen to go out, you can simply switch that valve and have it have water for your horses, which is important.
Yes.
And another interesting note is there is a generator, and I've learned that it is what type of generator?
A Generac.
Okay.
At least I believe it is. So one of the, the horses are all very well cared for at this property, and the farm infrastructure has been really well designed and considered. But what I'm so excited for you to see is the house. It is really beautiful. It is exceptionally well designed. It has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and it's 3,858 square feet. And it has a separate apartment upstairs that's really pleasant for your longer term guest, and it has a walk under basement, which is great, for additional storage. And it has the most expansive porch, partially screened, and then this big wraparound porch on the back that we're going to show you that overlooks the pond. And it's beautiful.
And although it was built in 2007, it honestly is in such great pristine condition. It's almost like a new built home.
Yes. Let's go inside.
I love the architectural shingle roof on this home. It's a cedar shake style, and then you've got this great hardy plank style siding on the exterior, along with your standing seam metal roof in places, all the copper valleys and the gutter systems on all the different peaks. It's quite a phenomenal construction and character, and just very appealing. We're standing here on this wonderful front porch, and I want you to note there's two entrances. And the entrance over here with a little horse and bell, that actually is an entrance to a guest studio, apartment, could be an Airbnb. You know, during Masters Week, which we're only about 5 minutes from the airport, it'll be a great location to rent out during Masters. But you have a whole nother in-law guest suite that you can enter privately through that entrance. And then here we have the main entrance, which will go in, and Sissy will share with us some of the main living spaces.
Hi, let's come inside, Becky. I want to show you this really beautiful open living space. So we have an open dining and living room space here. And one of the things that really strikes me is the scale of the transom windows above, so you can see the sky and the clouds moving, and these really large windows that overlook the back deck. Plus here in the dining room, we have this really attractive set of windows and a central door with the transom that connects to the front porch, which makes it really easy if you really want to have a lot of flow in terms of entertaining or just letting the fresh air inside. We have built-in bookshelves and a stone fireplace here in the living room. Plus we have this really nice office space here that has these gorgeous glass pane French door pocket doors. And in this room, there's really, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to have the camera get it just right, Becky, but the ceiling is very interesting and gives a really nice architectural detail. There's a nice closet space here, and then there's a quite private cubby for your Zoom room space, and we all need it.
So what I love about this space is you have this nice kind of decompression area before you get into your owner's suite. And I love the tall twin doors that you can close off for privacy. And what an amazing height of ceiling. It's just lovely. You've got a nice square room that kind of reaches up with your tray ceiling. Your window wall here overlooks, there's actually some nice privacy in the back and a pond. And there's also an entrance to your left that goes to the back deck, which I call the sun deck, because that portion of the property or the deck is not covered. And here you have your matching twin doors that go into your owner's bath. And again, just look at the size of those doors and how nice and tall they are. They're just beautiful. In the owner's ensuite, you've got two nice vanities with great cabinetry. You have your private WC to your right. And then on the back, you have a nice walk-in shower with both a rain shower and also shower heads on the wall. And then you've got your great soaking tub here, which is a really a nice size. You can actually lay down and enjoy. And then good, nice windows and natural light. Here you've got a nice linen closet. And then you've got a fabulous walk-in that's quite deep, and then to the right you've got another separate closet there, so you could have his closet or hers, and then another nice walk-in space. And again, the ceiling height, even in the closet, it's quite phenomenal. It must be 10 feet or so. And if you look up here you actually will see that this is more of a barrel vault ceiling, which is quite interesting. All the ceilings are different and unique in this house, and that's just kind of one of the treasures.
As Becky's meeting me over in the kitchen, you can have a nice view of the stone fireplace and the built-ins on either side. Really, this kitchen is a showstopper. It is one of the best kitchens I've seen in my time being a realtor in Aiken. It has so much counter space, workspace, and so much cabinetry. You could have collections of china and still be looking for them because there's so many places to put things in this kitchen. You have a side-by-side refrigerator and freezer. We have porcelain slate tile. We have this fabulous center island with your dishwasher and sink. And then behind me here is your gas cooktop and hood. We've got storage for your cookbooks over here, more workspace over here. I mean, everybody can pitch in at the holidays and make for a fabulous Thanksgiving dinner. Have a lovely breakfast room space here that overlooks the deck and the pond beyond. And then a really fabulous screen porch that can also serve as an alternative place for dining. We've got the snack bar, and then we've got another bar workspace beyond with a sink. So just lots and lots of storage, great countertop and workspace, top-end appliances, and beautiful views while you're here in the kitchen.
So see, I have to agree with you. I think this is a fabulous kitchen. I absolutely love it. And talk about storage. So there's even a nice walk-in pantry here beyond all the other cabinetry storage that you have. And then another interesting feature about this home is that this is a split bedroom plan. So you do have your guest bedrooms separate from the owner's suite. And this guest bedroom has its own entrance off of the side deck. So this is actually, there's so much outdoor living space here. It's really quite phenomenal. You've got the side deck, which continues with a screen porch to a covered porch to your sun deck. So really quite nice. You've got your wardrobe here, and then you've got a lovely shared bathroom in between your two guest bathrooms, and then back behind me we'll go out to show you. You've got a linen closet here to show you how to get to your third guest bedroom, your wardrobe straight ahead, and then you've got a nice square room that overlooks one of the side paddocks. Now this is currently set up as an office, but could easily be converted to a third bedroom for your use. Coming back from the guest suite, back into your kitchen area, you've got those nice double ovens to your left, and then to your right, you do have the built-in microwave. And just take another look, Becky. You'll share this fabulous kitchen. Just what a nice place to enjoy and cook and be with friends and have that fellowship.
So I'm at the coffee bar, and we have another sink here in the kitchen, and I love all of this glass front cabinetry. And again, because this house has been so exceptionally well designed, we have a powder room here to my right, your left, and it has a really nice scale. And then, of course, everyone needs a nice scale to their laundry. And this, of course, has great cabinetry. We have another sink here in the laundry room. And honestly, you have enough room if you needed to have a pet enclosed. And it's actually a Dutch door here to the laundry. And you're probably wondering, well, what is this door? Well, this goes to the second entrance off the front porch, which Tracy showed you. And it leads upstairs to the apartment. And this door takes us to the garage. And then, of course, we have our downstairs kind of mudroom coat closet.
And this door, Sissy, is actually, it's a very heavy exterior door. And you can lock it so that it is separate from your in-law or Airbnb or however you want to use that wonderful space upstairs.
Yeah, that's awesome. At the top of the stairs and kind of the entrance vestibule to the apartment space. And, you know, it really lives separately. It has its own separate heat pump, while the main part of the home is heated and cooled with geothermal. There's a big walk-in storage closet to Becky's right. And then here in the living space, we've got a workspace, we've got a hangout space, and guess what else we have? A full kitchen. And it's a great working space as well. Very well thought through with lots of counter space and room for this to be a snack bar area. We've got our range, microwave, dishwasher, refrigerator. It truly stands alone.
And guess what, Sissy? You even have a nice pantry. More storage.
I know, just really, really well thought through. So this is so ideal for a longer term guest, or if you work from home and you really want your workspace to feel completely separate from your living space, you could easily do so here.
And there's actually here, you have a full bath, great cabinetry, and your stand-up shower. You've got your linen closet here, and then here you have a private bedroom. And again, all the ceilings being unique again. So look at this great little setup here where you have your bar seating for eating. And then the other interesting thing that I think is very special about this property is that window wall. It overlooks a private wooded area that is situated just in front of the pond. And what a great place to enjoy and have for your Zoom room.
Well, I think I might be a little bit distracted, but because it's so beautiful, the view, but this is a really great place to work, and it would be actually very calming, you know, a really great background, and you know, the windows really are quite lovely. Lots of natural light, which is a common theme of this house.
Okay, and I also want to make sure that we share with you this amazing outdoor living space. So here we have a nice screened in area, and then to the left you actually have that wraparound porch that comes off the guest area, and then Sissy's going to show you
this
around the back.
Amazing deck that wraps around. It's almost a semicircular deck. And one of the things that's so nice is that the high ceilings inside are carried to the screen porch and this covered deck space. And the sun has come out, so we can really enjoy this kind of natural preserve in the background. I've been hearing some birds chirping, and then you have this beautiful pond that you overlook. So great outdoor living space. You can get sun or you can stay in the shade.
And another nice feature is beyond the pond, you also have a nice buffer of woods, which is, again, I think we had pointed this out before, but almost anywhere you are on this property, you do not see your neighbors. It is very private, and the property affords a really amazing opportunity for your Airbnb, for your even a boarding or barn or horses.
Yeah, you could have a horse B&B, and
yeah.
What you can't see is the location. I think we mentioned earlier we're about 15 minutes to downtown, but we're about 5 minutes from the Aiken airport, which is great for a master's rental opportunity, but we're also really close to Stable View, which is one of our top equestrian venues here in the Aiken area, and again, close to town.
So this property is all these wonderful components that it has.
How many acres? 41 and a half acres.
41 and a half acres. You have a wonderful 100 by 220 riding arena.
We've got 6 beautiful pastures, all with water and covered shelters.
We have an 8 to 10 stall Barnmaster barn, and then there's also, beyond the great infrastructure of the property that's existing today, you have a 3-sided shed, as well. That's great for hay storage and or equipment storage.
And then we have this beautiful custom home that we've ended our live or later here today. It's 3,858 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and 1 bedroom and 1 bath. Really function as a completely separate apartment with a separate entrance. It has a showstopper kitchen and this awesome indoor-outdoor space.
Yeah, and it's all on the market for $950, which is an incredible value for all the components that it offers.
Absolutely. We hope that this has been a great tour of Pleasant Acres, and if you'd like to see it in person, just give us a call. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.